And well. Welcome back, everybody, to New York Sports Wicker Media. I'm Walk2K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. So I wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about what's going on with the New York Mets roster right now, specifically the injury that Jose Siri has suffered, a broken tibia, basically a broken leg that will keep him out for months. Right now, the prognosis is 4 to 6 months. Essentially, it could very well be a season-ending injury. Now, I know Jose Siri does not exactly provide you with a very high batting average. Nobody's going to mistake him for Tony Gwynn anytime soon. But what he does give you is speed, defense, and a whole lot of energy. And now that has been lost. So I'm seeing different ideas what different Met fans want to do, whether it's calling a player up, whether it's reshuffling the outfield a little bit. And to me, it's a very simple solution, what the Mets should do with their center field situation. And that is to move Luisangelacuna into center field and make him the full-time center fielder, at least for the foreseeable future. Now, I know he's been playing infield as of late, but last year in the minor leagues, he played 31 games there. Reviews were good. As a matter of fact, a lot of scouts say that Acuna's best position is not second base, it's not shortstop, but it's actually center field. And this is not an unprecedented move. I could point to the San Diego Padres and Jackson Merrill. He had never really played center field until the Padres put him there in 2024, and he finishes second in the Rookie of the Year voting. And let's look at the alternatives. Now, right now, it's Tyrone Taylor. And Tyrone Taylor, nice pickup last year, but here's what he is. He's basically a fourth outfielder. He gives you very good defense. He'll hit now and then for you. But Tyrone Taylor is not a player I want to see in the lineup every single day. I mean, his OPS on the season right now is under 400. It's basically on a brettbaty level. It's just a lot of Met fans don't talk about that. And I'm not interested in moving Brandonnimmo back to center field. He is getting older. He dealt with a plantar fasciitis. You know, he's probably going to be dealing with lower body issues more and more as his career goes on. Leave him in left field. I don't want to put him back in center field. Another thing to factor in here is JeffMcneil is already playing in rehab games. And when he comes back in probably the near future, I think there's a good chance he'll be back by the end of April. He's likely taking that job at second base, and I don't want Acuna riding the bench. So at that point, it makes sense to have McNeil as your second baseman and Acuna as your center fielder for the most part. Now, as far as who comes up, most likely Jose Azucar is going to come up. He was held out of the Syracuse lineup. The expectation is he would come up and be the last man on the bench. Calling up Drew Gilbert, who's a very well-regarded prospect, is very intriguing. It's a little soon to do that. I mean, he just finished his rehab in single A with St. Lucie, hit great down there, but he's still coming back from the hamstring injuries that really derailed his 2024 season. Now, it looks like he's heading back up to Syracuse, and I think Drew Gilbert should be in Syracuse for a couple of weeks. You know, going from rookie ball to the majors would be a lot. And again, if Drew Gilbert's going to get called to the majors, he's got to be playing most times, 5 out of 6 games in my mind. You don't call up a kid like that just to sit him on the bench. And there's some other players who I still think need more seasoning, like a Jet Williams, like a Nick Morabito. But I really like the idea of putting Acuna in center field, especially once Jeff McNeil comes back and you can slot him in at second base. And if that means brettbaty goes to the bench, then he has to go to the bench. I've been a supporter of him. I've been a defender of him. But you know what? I can't keep justifying his play as of late. I hope it turns around for him. But Acuna gives the Mets that little bit of extra speed that very few other players on this team can give. So those are my thoughts on the Mets roster situation right now. If you've got some thoughts, put them right down there in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you right back here with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair.